back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am the particle storm that's on its way to destroy that cute little mech boy and the cool dude with all the swords, Doo.
And I am that kid who's making all the decisions for you in your visual novel, Sobroni.
And welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu, because she lost her voice, just like I
Mm.
did.
Well, now your voice has like an ASMR quality to it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like the most y'all are getting for this episode. I can't give any more. How you doing, Oni?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm doing much better. As some of you might know, I had COVID last week, hence my voice. Mind you, I feel like the COVID was actually like gone by the time I was diagnosed, or at least all the symptoms were, except my throat.
Mm.
And now here we are, a week later, completely negative, and yet I still cannot talk. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come back just a little bit, but in preparation for this show, I have my tea and my honey on deck,
Nice.
so all good to go. Um, that being said, let's get the show started. We're gonna start off always with our new segment this week in anime. Um, I'll go first because I have a very small piece. According to Anime News Network, uh, Pokemon gets new anime about Postal Service Dragonite. Um, so the official Twitter account for Pokemon announced on Thursday that they will have a new anime called the Kairiko Ubinya, aka Dragon and the Mailman. It will debut on the official YouTube channel on Pokemon Day, which is February 27th. Uh, and it's being produced by Comics Wave Films, which I'm not 100% familiar with that called that industry, not industry,
Studio.
that company. Let's see. So the anime centers on Hana, a girl who admires a dragon knight who serves as a postal worker. One day, Hana receives a letter addressed to no one and sets out to find the sender alongside her trusty Fuecoco going out into town. She finds the sender, the boy named Rio, who apparently intended to send the letter to his father, who is working abroad in the Kanto region. But as the father's birthday, as the father's birthday is quickly approaching, it seems like he will not be able to receive the letter in time. Yeah, it's a very cute premise. I'm more likely to watch stuff like this ever since I saw the Pokemon Hotel.
Oh, how was that?
Oh my god, like literally, like 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you walk in knowing exactly what's going to give you, like it's just so perfect. Like it's so the animation is so cute. Like the still animation, or is it clay animation? I'm not
I
an
don't remember.
animation person, so I don't know the names. But the animation for the hotel, it works so well. I could literally just watch it again from the start. Um, it was really fun. So you know, anime shorts that had that kind of have like that kind of vibe to it. I'm like, I'm more open to watching.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why it caught my attention. Talk about it. So
Nice.
I
It's
my
good to see
news.
Dragonite getting appreciated.
Same. I think Dragonite is so cute. A lot of people call it ugly. Some people call it ugly. I don't know why, Or
He's cool.
how? So adorable. Love it. Okay. What do you got for us,
Um,
Sony?
a much less fun, adorable news story. Basically, for those who haven't heard, Fuji TV, which is the major network that broadcasts a lot of popular anime, including stuff like Dragon Ball Daima and One Piece since forever, um, was caught up in a recent sex scandal.
Oh my god. I like briefly. I think Savior tagged me in that too.
Mm.
But I was like, I don't even have the voice to even talk about this for that long. So but
Yeah,
you do.
essentially, they were selling out female staff like sex workers to.
Mm?
Yeah, it says Fuji TV came under scrutiny for allegedly selling out its female staff like sex workers to powerful individuals at private parties. One of those involved ex SMAP member Nakai Mashiro reportedly assaulted a woman and attempted to cover it up with hush money. So basically, what they would do is, typical scummy Hollywood style, like, oh, yes, here's a female anchor, and why don't you go talk to this TV executive in his private suite, yada, yada, yada. So, typical, sex stuff.
Mm.
And that kind of exploded. But what is just as bad is apparently Fuji TV is just like, even now, refusing to comment on it and like sweep it under the rug and everything. So they are like kind of just,
Yeah,
their
Japan really doesn't
response is
like that.
horrible.
Japan really Japan like really does not like that.
They're like, oh, we don't know what you're talking about. Sex scandal. What? That's crazy.
Japan
So
is very
yeah,
big on the prostration and begging for mercy, not
yeah.
so much as sweeping it under the rug.
So they're like trying to be like, oh, it'll blow over. And apparently they've lost so many sponsors,
Yeah,
um, like more than half their sponsors.
I'm
They've
sorry
lost
to
so
hear
many
this.
sponsors that Sazae-san, which is another really popular kids anime, had to air with no commercials because they
Love
didn't
that.
have any sponsors to air commercials for. So
Love
during the
that.
commercial breaks, they just like had a still image of the show.
I'm screaming.
And of course, this sucks especially for One Piece and Dragon Ball because this is the only network that airs those shows, so they're kind of in limbo right now with production. Um, if Fuji goes under, which it looks like it might, because it's a major. It would be like the equivalent of like NBC, in America going down. So it's not so easy to just like transfer the broadcasting rights to another station. So after I guess this run of Daima and whatever
They better
One
start
Piece is
selling it to
on,
somewhere else.
yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to those series. I mean, I imagine they have to get picked up by somebody else because they're way
Yeah,
too popular to not be. But
yeah,
it might be a hiatus for those two shows. And yeah, that just sucks. It's also weird to
yeah.
see. If Savior pointed it out, but it's just weird that like in America, we always have all these streaming services, and I guess that's like the one benefit to having a bunch of streaming services. Like, yeah, it sucks that shows are split between services, but I feel like if a show goes down, it's like, oh well, fuck it, it's on Hulu and Netflix, and it's on HBO Max. It's like there's like 50 different ways to see a show,
Hmm.
so it's not like if a station goes down, suddenly it's like, oh fuck, that show is never gonna air again. So it just feels weird that Japan is not caught up with its TV infrastructure. You would think that they'd be more advanced.
Yeah, considering they're like technologically advanced. Well, I don't know. I feel like no, like when it comes to capitalism, America is like particularly on it compared to
Mm,
most countries, even like amongst first world. Uh, like I'm pretty sure I'd be surprised if America did not come up with the streaming, like the competitive streaming structure,
I'm
that
sure, but
model
I'm
that
sure they do that
model.
in Europe and stuff too.
Yeah, but I feel like in my mind, I this is
Mm.
no proof that America
No
is
proof,
like
just
just
racism.
vibes. Yeah. Racism and vibes. That America uh yeah, they just kind of like really solidified the model of like
Mm,
for like multiple streaming services. Um but yeah, no, it is unfortunate that I feel bad for, the victims,
mhm,
anyone who was like affected by these incidences. I hope before that the company goes down, I hope they get all their coins. You know, I hope everyone who's a part of it, they get their just desserts.
mhm.
Um, I hope that all the shows get picked up. I hope that should Fuji TV actually go down, the people who were not involved, they can just like find work elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. My news about the Dragon Knight was so much more fun.
You should have went second. It would have been way less of a downer.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. Um, to our actually no. Before we do, I can't believe, despite my throat, we're going to do like the first filler arc of this year, and it's going to be very short. It's just going to be us talking about how much we love the anime. Uh, but like my wife is like the girl I hate the most. I want to get like say
Oh
the name
yeah, that
properly.
show. Um, hold on, I have it on my list of notepad shows I'm watching. It's Class no Daikirai na
Yeah,
Joshi to Kekkon suru koto ni natta.
yeah. It roughly translated to I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. Oh, so I was
Mm.
close.
Yep,
Pretty
close
close.
enough.
Um, in 5 episodes, because like I don't know, this series, like it took me a lot of places. It took me to many places in
Mm.
5 episodes. It went from so like obnoxious to like I wasn't ready for them to do like the romance shift so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's so refreshing because if they didn't, I don't think I could see myself watching this past episode 3.
What do you mean the whole like
Them hating each
them hating each
other,
other and then
like
coming together?
yeah, no, and chart uh, that I know.
The main girl,
Yeah, the main girl,
Akane.
Akane. Thank you, Akane. Yeah, I really did not like her.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't like her. I love her.
Oh, oh, she was just she, she was just so she was just, it's like she yeah, of course you would love her. She was like just well now no now I love her, but yeah, it was just like they really tried to drive in how much they dislike each other.
Hmm.
They're just like she's like I hate you, and she was like way worse about oh my
Oh yeah, no, she's easily the less mature, over the top, crazy person in the
right.
dynamic.
And I was like by episode 2 I was like oh my god I hate her like I just like she's so fucking annoying, holy shit. Um and to the point where I was just like damn I feel bad for the main character, but then they started living together and I quickly realized that I almost got to the point where I didn't like him either.
Why? Why?
Because I don't know, I hate like unreasonably stupid characters, even though in the show he's a genius, but
Mm-hmm.
like you're so genius, but yet you're like I won't clean for like a month. I'm like, girl, don't make me
He's just
punch you in the
messy.
face.
That's
No,
the
he literally
point.
said
He's got flaws
no.
and she's got flaws.
I know it is, but no, no. If you're a genius, you know, literally, like it's microbiology. Like you know what happens when you get dirty for too long. Like that's like a health risk. So like, what are you doing? You're saying you're smart, but you're not smart enough to clean up after yourself, huh? Anyways, I'm just like uh, stuff like that. I was just like, now you're slightly annoying. Not as annoying as her. She is. Oh, she was insufferable at
As someone
first.
who grew up in the era of tsunderes, I'm perfectly fine with
I know.
bitchy characters.
uh, but then yeah, but she was like bitchy and stupid. She was bitchy and kind of stupid. Not stupid. What's the word that's not because she's stupid is not the right word I'm looking for. Just yeah, like you said, immature.
Mm-hmm.
She was bitchy and immature, so it was like it felt like a double headache. But then I guess the rule of threes, episode three happened. They kind of had like a breakthrough where they got really mature. Well, yeah, I guess the word is mature. Even though, like, I expect everyone to know how to do this when cohabitating, but I guess that's not the case.
They're high schoolers. I don't expect anything from them when they're collaborating.
Right, because adults also can't even do this. So
Mm.
yeah, they're like talking and like breaking the. I was just like, I thought it was gonna take to like episode 5 or 6 to
Mm-hmm.
get to that point, and it didn't. So that shift was like so nice. I was like, oh my god. Okay, wait, this is kind of cool. Okay, the romance is starting early, and then the blonde girl got involved. I was like,
Yeah, that was cool. That was
oh,
kind of cool to actually show
oh,
the
oh,
curveball.
and I'm so sad that she's gonna lose because once again, way better than the main girl, and so she does lose. That makes me so sad. Although I'm kind of fine with the main girl winning because she's not awful
Mm-hmm.
anymore. She's just not the best girl. So
Well, clearly the best girl can't win because it's the cousin. So.
I need, yeah, I was kind she is something. Not the best girl, but she's something. She is something. Um, she's fun. I like her. The lowly.
Mm.
She brings the spice of life. Um, I'm like, damn. I'm not. I would say this week, up until this week, if you were to ask me to replace this with something, I would have replaced it with um Akuyaku Reijou Tensei Oji-san. Like
Mm-hmm.
i.e. the old man
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the business I said business worker. Old man is
The villainess.
the villainous. I would have said that, but now things
Well,
have changed.
yeah,
So
we'll get to that.
exactly. So loving this series so far. If you guys are not watching it, you want like a really fun comedy romance, definitely recommend it. Yes, she's gonna. It depending on how much you like Tsundere, she's gonna be insufferable. But after that,
Tsundere fans, rise up. Show your support.
but around episode three, it just gets yeah, it gets really really good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it as well.
Yeah, that was just little filler arc. I haven't done those in a while, and expect more because there's another show that I've also been watching that I think I just finished, and I was really really upset. But I might do a deeper dive on that on the future. So But now, with that being said, let's get started with our weekly reviews. And we're going to start off with Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 5.
So I'm gonna need you to remind me a lot of what happened in a lot of these shows because my memory is thrown off by us having to record on a Thursday.
Yeah, that is fair. So, this is the episode where he tries to fight the boss.
All
He
right.
gets caught by the girl who's like, which, yes, of course, we're immediately gonna pull over now. Sure. And just talk about how stupid, um, excuse me, how stupid, who's stupid? Oh, yeah, the girl's smell mechanic.
Smell mechanic.
That's
It's
what I call it
called
because
a
it doesn't make any.
sniffing fetish.
Yeah, Miss Hayen Cha, Miss Hayen, and her smell thing. She's like, ugh, everyone smells like a hunter, and it smells like shit. But yours, you don't. You smell something different. I don't hate your smell. I want your dick. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I feel like I need.
Listen, you got your bar of men, all right? Let me have my smell obsessed, I don't know, sexy woman. Although
I'm
I
not
feel like
saying you
she's only
can't
sexy
have
because
her.
there's like no one else in the show to compare her
Right.
to.
No, wait, no. There's the healer girl from season 1.
I don't even remember what she looks like. She's so irrelevant.
They they literally showed her in the episode. They literally
I,
showed her in this
and
episode.
she's so irrelevant. I forgot what she looked like already.
Damn. Um. But yeah, no. I just like I feel like I need men to stop writing a romantic interest. You guys suck at it. You guys aren't good. You guys just suck. And yes, I'm saying this to the majority of anime. You suck. That you guys just stick to the fighting and the stabbing and the pew pewing. Stop trying to
Listen,
write
I
romance.
I agree with your overall sentiment because I think Japanese writers are like the worst when it comes to romance in general.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we were recently, I don't remember if you spoilers for Negima, but I was talking about Negima to on Mementos earlier this week, and Tom hit me with the fucking memory that I had neuralized for my mind because I had forgotten how shitty the ending to Negima was. I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot," and then he reminded me. And I was thrown. You remember who won? Which girl
Um.
won Negima?
Yeah, it was I think I might say her name wrong.
Mm,
Nodoka?
nope.
It was okay, wait, it wasn't
Close. Well,
uh,
not close because that would have been a good ending, but
right.
somewhat similar
That's
track.
no uh uh was
Marika was
I'm
the
like,
one that has
yeah.
like the shy girl with the blue
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
That
Damn,
wasn't
it
her.
wasn't her?
Nope.
Shit.
Because that would have made
Okay.
sense.
Um and it wasn't her friend, right?
Nope.
Right, yeah. Not the Negima controversy. I googled her. She said, "What is the Negima controversy?" Um,
It's probably this. It's probably out.
um, um, um. It's not. Is it? Was it the class rep?
Nope.
It's someone from the class, right?
Yeah, it was somebody from the class.
Obviously, it wasn't Asuna.
No.
Um, God,
Yeah, you neuralized yourself like I did.
I, I mean, well, there's also like 100 of those girls, so or at least it felt like there's 100 girls. There's a whole class of girls. Who was it?
Chisame. Who I bet you don't even remember who she is
I
because she's
don't.
so irrelevant. No, she's not irrelevant. It's just she came out of nowhere towards the end of the series. Let me show you a picture. Chisame, or you can just look it up. Chisame Nagima.
Oh, it's Kisame.
Yeah, I think you liked her
Oh,
actually. She was one of your
wait,
favorites.
wait. Oh, it's her. I did like her. I forgot
Yeah,
why I did like her. Chisame was cool. Yeah, I would say she, yeah. It didn't make any sense.
yeah, I like her, but it didn't make any sense. Which is why to bring it back to to romance in Japanese uh, writing. Yeah, I agree with you. I just feel like a
Yeah,
lot of the time the love interest is
I think
really random.
I think he's such a good writer. I think he just did that to piss y'all off. He said, "I'm a real." He's like, "I'm really gonna fuck this up, and y'all really are gonna choke," and y'all did.
You know what it is? Maybe this is off base, but I feel like maybe they just Japanese writers put their fetish into the
Oh,
in
yeah, no kidding.
the story. Because one, that smell thing is clearly a fetish thing. That's not like we needed this for the sake of writing or anything.
But it's not even. But like the way it's executed, it's not. It just feels random. It doesn't feel like even like a fetish. It's like, yeah, they all smell like shit, but you smell different. Like, and that's kind of it. That's kind of where the fetish ends,
I guess so far.
quote unquote. If it, I still wouldn't call it that. If that's all it is, I don't think that's really a fetish. But I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Just stop signing weird girl characters who sniff people.
No, don't stop doing that. But make sure you write better romances.
Yeah, that was like my biggest thing about this episode because it just came out of nowhere with no That's the thing that pissed me off. No explanation of the distinction between this dude and everyone else. I'm
I,
assuming they're going to. I hope.
I
I don't
mean,
have
it's
any
probably going to be like,
expectation.
oh, she could smell S rank fighters or something.
Once again, I need it to make sense.
This
That is my like. You're not understanding my problem. The problem is that it doesn't make any sense.
I remember like the when we were predicting what was going to happen, we were like, "Oh, watch him just walk away, or watch him fight together." Basically, we made a
I
bunch
knew
of
she wasn't gonna
predictions,
fight him. She was not
and
gonna.
none of our predictions were she would walk up to him and just start smelling him. So at
Yeah,
least it subverted our expectations.
yeah. Um.
Maybe she has like a
So
dog. She's like a crossbreed or something. That's her. That's her power.
no, because that
She
wouldn't
has
make any
dog
sense.
abilities.
Because then she'd be like, I smell the blood on everybody, but you also smell blood on him because he probably killed more than most of these people at this point.
Hmm.
So it's like I just need to know what the smell mechanic. That's why I call it a mechanic because I don't know how the fuck it works. Besides, I smell main character that makes my pussy wet. Like
That's probably how it
that
works.
that's not a good thing. That, okay. I hope they explain that soon. So Jinwoo is volunteers to carry luggage for a raid. Of course, because it's um Jinwoo. Of course, it goes bad. Of course, they're trapped inside, like just not naturally. Um, and there's a point where they're about to get pushed back, about to on their last leg. It was cool seeing other people fight. That's not Jinwoo. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it always puts into context how OP he is, which I
Yeah,
think is
because these
nice.
people aren't weak either.
You always need a sense of like power scaling in
Mm-hmm.
your power fantasy.
Agreed. Um, and now the orc people trap them in there, and they're like, "Come find us and fight us, or we'll kill you here." Which like at that point, you might as well just fought there.
I will say, as simplistic as the show is, like in terms of its writing and characters, it does always have like these really nice cliffhangery endings where I'm just like, fuck, I want to see a little bit more. I just want to see where. Like, I just want to see the fight. It always ends right before a fight or something, and I'm just like, I want to see Jinwoo just fuck all these people up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So at least it's doing its job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to Jinwoo saving everybody again,
Mm-hmm.
but with very nice animation. All right, move on to Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 4. Um, so this story that Gao Shun is talking about is he referring to either his own family, or is he referring to like the envoys that came in, like the thing
I'm
with the glass mirrors?
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
At first, I didn't know, but then I thought it was like his family. But then they started mentioning like the envoys who
Yeah, well,
came
because
and
they
da da.
started talking about like the different materials and stuff from like the mirrors being made of different materials. It's probably envoys from a different country.
Yeah, I will say this is the first time where like the explanation for one of the quote unquote secret um is kind of bullshit to me.
Well, that's what I said earlier this season, but all right.
What
That's what I said earlier this season.
about what?
The whole body swapping thing being bullshit.
Wow. Hey, what happened? Remind me again.
One of the they killed the they killed one of the what's the word, the courtesans or whatever, but then she like swapped bodies with one that looked just like her and had her wrapped up in bandages for like a year, and then they killed her.
Huh. I would say, funny enough, I would argue that's more believable than whatever the fuck this was. This is like herder. Here's a mirror. They can't see that the same person from a mirror. Like, bitch, I can see a mirror.
Yeah, but
Like
this
a
is
bit,
like
and it's also
ancient China. They don't know what a mirror
and it's also such a big mirror too. Like, I don't know. I can see a distortion, a physical distortion, without knowing what it is.
is.
Like, do you know how big of a mirror you need to like pull that optical illusion that they were describing? Like, it has to be huge to the point where you can see the trim of it. Like, I don't.
Let's put it this way: this season's mysteries are a little bit more loose and require a lot more suspension of disbelief than the previous mysteries.
I agree,
I kind of hope they tighten it up a bit. Come on, Apothecary Diaries.
just a little bit.
We're getting into some Umineko territory. It was a witch.
um. Also, we find out that uh grandma, she was a bad bitch back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
She was a baddie. Um um I don't know. I feel like outside of them just being like how cool she was, I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't glean too much from this episode. Not gonna lie.
No, me either. It was just kind of a meh episode for me.
Yeah.
The biggest thing was just the mirror puzzle.
Yeah, that and that not for a good reason. That was like, girl, what is this? Um
Legend of Zelda ass mirror puzzle.
so I don't know if they're gonna do something about this dude who's like, I guess they'll, are they gonna lock the mystery behind the whole, or did they unlock the mystery behind the whole, she, like, what was it, tears of something, tears that turned into something. I can't
No,
remember. I don't think they like fully explained that, right?
no.
Well, if they do next episode, I hope it's quickly.
Hmm.
And yeah, I would like to get this
Arc.
train going.
Yeah. Also, don't kill my girl, please. They showed her at the end, like with this ominous music behind her.
Wait, which one?
Um, Mama's friend.
Oh, you mean the one that we like
Yeah.
from this first season?
Hmm.
Yeah, and in my mind, like it's over for her. Like I'm just like I can't have hope
Yeah, no.
because if I do, it's gonna kill me that much harder.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the twist. Like she's gonna be dead next episode or something, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna be like now it's personal for Mao Mao. That's gonna be like the emotional thing, the emotional sting.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Up next we have 100 Girls Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Season 2, episode 4.
And we finally get the Mado date.
Um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this episode was a little underwhelming compared to the others.
It was. I didn't dislike it.
Me
I feel like the
neither.
problem is just that Mado's thing is kind of. Oh, she's just not that interesting of a character. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I
Other
wish
than
they
her
did
eyes,
something.
she's not really.
Yeah, like they could have done more to her character.
I feel like the
I guess.
characters this second set so far are really subdued. Like Kurumi just eats. That's like her only thing. And then the maid is just like, I'm a maid.
Yeah, but I can deal with Kurumi because at least with the Kurumi thing, like they're finding more and more ways to make that like funny. Like even in
Yeah.
this episode, even though they already used the gag where she's like about to take someone out and they just like throw food and
Throw the,
she
yeah, throw the button at her face.
right, and then she literally lets herself get wet to protect the bun.
Mm.
Like yeah, like that's funny. Like if that's her gag, like I'm fine with that because it's funny.
Yeah.
Maid, on the other hand,
I mean, maid's gag is just, she's basically just super loyal.
right, she's just a maid.
I feel like it'll work when she's not the main focus, you know? Like, she's
I
good as a
agree.
side character
Yeah,
that's.
she's one of the less prominent. As one of the less prominent girlfriends, she worked.
Yeah. Stick to the Nano and Shizuka and Karane and Hikari as the main group.
Mhm. Um, the I would say the whole gag where they're like, where he tells her that you can't be of any use to me.
Mm-hmm.
That was that wasn't like ha 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 funny, but that was like cute funny.
I think it was cute, and I like
Yeah,
Ventro a lot. He's like super smart, low key.
yeah, I, I like that. Oh my god, when they were doing the water fight,
Mm-hmm.
um, excuse me, the Karane Matrix Matrix dodge that was so funny. It took me a second to realize the
Mm-hmm.
joke. Not gonna lie. So I was like, why is she mad? She dodged it, right? I'm just like, oh, she's mad because she dodged. Oh,
Yeah, and then Kasuri just shows up out of nowhere, like, I got you anyway.
yeah. That's funny. Um, Shizuka, Shizuka was or Shizuku was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Episode. Very very cute. Um, and I gotta say, there's so many moments in this show like they really like know how to take a moment to make things like very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the competition, or he's like hugging and kissing everyone. When it's his turn to Rentaro's turn to kiss the maid,
Mm.
like just the look that he gives her, so his his gaze is so soft, and the colors they use for his eyes are just so beautiful. Like
Are you becoming one of his girlfriends now too?
no,
Are you falling
um,
for Enter?
oh yeah, I am the soulmate. His next soulmate. Um, no, it was just like the art, the art just really added to that
Mm-hmm.
moment, even if it was like really small, like small but impactful.
Yeah,
So the art,
the
like the
art's
art is
really
always
great in the
good.
show.
Yeah.
Love the art style.
Um. Yeah. Everyone got it. Second part, everyone got into maid outfits and got wet. The end. Yeah, it was a cute episode.
Side note:
Like,
I do like how the mother Hahari is just becoming more unhinged as the season goes on, and it's just
oh,
like
absolutely.
at this point, most of her lines are just like noises, like ah, ah, in the background.
Oh, I love the part where she gets taken hostage and she's like, "Oh no, it seems I let my guard down," and they just show how she got hired. She's like, "Mom, turn around so I can give you a hug from the back," and she's like, "Okay." Oh, that was so cute.
Mm,
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I really like the mom. I would say I don't know. I feel like I low key count her as like the season part of the season 2 cast. Just I don't. I know
because
she
she
was
was
in
like in the
season 1.
last episode of
She was
season
a
one.
yeah. So we didn't really get to see her.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
get so now season 2 we get to see all of her. I'm just like, yes, she's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really like her. I think she's a standout character for sure out of
Yeah,
the
she's up there.
harem. All right, let's move on to to Akuyaku Reijou Tensei Oji-san, episode 4.
Which was my episode of the week.
Yeah, same.
Finally, a
Yeah,
twist I was waiting for to happen.
uh, yeah, thank God. I guess finally. Not that I didn't dislike it before. It was just like, yes,
But
before this
I knew
twist,
something was eventually going to happen, so I was just
right? Like
waiting.
I trusted Orion,
Mm-hmm.
and my faith was rewarded. Um, and now we see why they evolved the family so much, even after all these episodes, despite the fact that he's been isekai'd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so and we learned that he's not dead; he's just in a coma.
Yeah. So he's still there.
Yep, and and I am fine with how the mom and the daughter are just like, oh my god, he's like an isekai in the game. Thank God we're otaku and we've been waiting for this moment our whole
Yeah, I've
lives.
been trading for this moment. How fast the mom was like, okay, I get it. I know what's going on here.
Yep, she's like, cool, gotcha. And then she kind of had her first little moment that made me laugh when like the mom like just go off this rant about isekai,
Mm,
and it like
like
did a
old
little
school.
funny effect, and then it just like starts fading to white in the
Mm.
corner, and then the dog just brings it back, and she's like, okay, thank you. So yeah, I think that's what is going to enamor me towards this series, is the fact that this is like the whole family is working towards a common goal, even
Yeah.
if Kobayashi doesn't realize this at the moment.
And the whole mystery behind what exactly it is that they're dealing with. Like,
I said Kobayashi. That is not his name. It's Kenzaburo.
about May Dragon.
Right, exactly. Sorry, what were you saying?
The whole mystery behind what exactly is going on. The why is he
Mm,
in the game? Why? Like, because there was another voice that talked to the daughter saying, "Oh, do you want to help with the summoning?" So there's
mm-hmm.
clearly some presence that's like setting all this up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. I love how they did that, and then we realized that was her
Mm-hmm.
who was using their essence, their soul, their mana.
Also, really did not expect when she was summoning for it to like summon miniature chibi versions of his old self and his new self.
Yeah, when we saw that, everyone, including myself, was like,
Yeah, all
what?
even the characters in the game, like, what the fuck is going on?
Right?
At first, I thought it was just her that or him that saw it, and then like, nope.
And then yeah, everyone else saw it, and then the teacher was like, I have a lot of questions, but for
Yeah.
now, dot dot dot. Yeah, that was pretty. Um, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to seeing all the ways that they're going to just work together. Stuff like I'm happy the family's like really involved now. I
Yeah.
like the mom and daughter a lot.
Yeah, they're really good. And I want to see what the whole thing is behind these summons because they seem pretty important as well.
Yeah, this is, and I like that for like the first time like in this series, or I like it in generally in the game that like whatever you summon affects like the game's outcome
Mm-hmm.
like a lot. That's cool because that's like usually I feel like summons are like a second hand thing,
Yeah.
like like yeah, like a second hand thought, not a last minute inclusion, but like not part of the main. Summonings are almost never part of the main story,
Mm-hmm.
minus my favorite Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy X. Um,
Yeah, I knew you were gonna bring it back to the Aeons.
I mean, how could I not see? You see how that game is centered all around the summons, and that's why it's one of the best. Just saying. But yeah, no, I really like this, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the interaction between the family members.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's move on to Ishura season 2, episode 4.
Guess we got
Uh,
wrong. Uh,
what?
sword guy can go toe to toe with the robot.
Oh, yeah.
He's not as weak as I previously thought.
Yeah, you thought, yeah, you thought,
You agreed with me. You agreed to put him in C tier.
I don't recall that. Anyways, um, I was always on the Toro hype train.
Also, shout out to the one guard for doing his job and not being afraid of fucking Hulk looking dude with a bunch of weapons on his back showing up to your doorstep and asking to walk inside.
Yeah, he was like, well, I mean, shout out to you for doing your job, but like also, if he killed you, you would have no one to blame but yourself.
So he like walked up, he has like fucking whole arsenal of weapons on his back. He's like 20 feet tall, and your one guard is like, "Hey, you don't belong here. Get the fuck out of here."
He really wasn't having it
He was
like
like,
at
"Not today,
all.
buddy."
He was like, no, no, thank you. Luckily he got the new and kind of cool Toro. Oh, the new Toro, the Toro. What is it? Toro. It's not Toro the Terrible. I just like alliteration. I don't think
It's close
terrible.
enough. It's like Tora
Right.
the
The awful. There's something bad.
horrible.
Right. Something like that. But then we're introduced to this little merchant boy who's is very shrewd person. I don't know what his angle is, and I'm cool with that. I'm interested in seeing what it's giving.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, he points Tora in the direction he needs to go, and he's like, "I'm doing it because I'm interested."
It's like,
So
I
right,
want to see the chaos.
I I hope he comes back. I want to see what his little plans are. He's like a he reminds me. He's like a little finger, you know,
Mm-hmm. Pinky finger.
pinky finger. um. So we learned that Mistel, the the cute robot boy. I don't know why I keep calling him cute. I don't know. I just his personality is so adorable.
Really? I think he's unhinged. He laughs too much. He like his arm blows off, and he's like,
Yeah. During the fight, yeah, not as cute, but like before, like when he was talking
yeah. When
to
he's
his
just chilling, he's fine.
yeah, he's like, oh my god, hey, I'm on this, yeah, blah, blah. Um. Also, yeah, that blasting sword is kind of crazy. Like
Yeah.
all the enchanted weapons.
All his bullshit weapons are pretty strong.
Yep, because Tora comes to take it back, and they have a really, well, I would say, a pretty fun fighting scene.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yep, it was good. To see that Toro was not, you know, he was not in any ways afraid of Mastel, Mister
Mm-hmm.
Mastel. I I'm not 100% sure that he would still win, just because Mastel's so broken.
Yeah, but at least he put up a fight.
He did, and it's not like he got fucked up at all. Um, their fight just kind of got interrupted by like a walking uh force of nature,
Mm-hmm.
aka the particle storm.
Which is also just a living thing, so that's cool.
Yeah, like was I the only one who was gagged when it started to talk?
Yeah, it was like, oh, so I'm like, oh, that makes you even worse for killing that kid at the beginning of the
Right, so
series.
you just killed the kid for no reason, jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice asshole. uh, yeah, I hope they kill it.
I think they will, but I
Honestly.
think the robot's gonna die. He's like sacrifice himself or something and be like, I'm doing it for mama. Blah, blah, blah. Another kid falls to the particle storm.
That makes sense because you know about these heroes. They introduce a bunch of heroes, and more than half of them die.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe the giant. The giant from like episode 1 will show up and
The the
stop.
giant's definitely dead, 100%. He's too big for them not to kill. I don't know how he's gonna die, but he will. It's gonna make me very sad because he's hot.
Oh, it's gonna be like a David and Goliath thing, and the little
Mm.
kid with the fucking bow in his arm. Like,
Okay, I don't think the
this,
bow is gonna fight the
the
giant.
sick kid,
I
yeah.
don't think the kid. The kid with the
With the
kid who's
fairy.
fairy who's losing his powers and only has a crossbow is going to fight or kill a giant.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will. If you were right about that happening, I
The only reason I think that is because it's like the perfect David and Goliath situation.
you know anyone else could be the David, you know,
Yeah,
like
but
he's a
he's
giant.
literally a kid with like a slingshot.
He does not use a slingshot.
It's
He has
close
a
enough.
crossbow. A crossbow is not even similar. And also, I feel like they can't use a long range weapon because he already uses one. Like
Yeah, maybe.
that's just me. We'll see. We'll see how many the people die to the particle storm next episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And last but not least, we have a momentary Lily. Episode four, four,
Five,
five,
maybe, I don't remember. It's
five.
funny because I just watched the new episode this morning, so now
It's episode. Oh no, it's episode five that we're covering.
yeah, okay. So
Um,
they did bury those kids.
they did bury the kids. Um, um, I said Hina enables Ayame. I don't know what I meant by that, but we did find out that Ayame is like crazy toony.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought she was just like a weird anime character, no shade.
Mm-hmm.
But now we know where it's coming from. She was like, oh, okay, you're not just randomly weird. You're just toony because you saw that one game, and now you're like trying to make my whole personality about this game.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Which we've all done at one point or time in our
Oh yeah,
lives.
right. These kids are in middle school,
Mm.
so makes sense. Also, not Erica just getting switches for everybody.
Yeah, you get a switch. You get a switch.
Right. And then of course Hina being like super antisocial. I'm like, girl, why are you being this fucking antisocial when almost everyone in the world is gone? Like, eh.
Mm.
I guess she was doing it because Erica was like kind of smothering her.
Yeah. I kind of
She
like
didn't
their
like that.
dynamic.
Yeah, especially when they're like, okay, well then let's settle this with the competition, and then they did their game.
Also, I kind of like how they brought it back to her episode in episode 2 that she was having, where it's like, yeah, she felt bad for like not coming fast enough to help her because she was like about to die and having her mental breakdown.
Oh, yeah,
Erica, I mean.
yeah,
So we at least acknowledge that part of it.
yeah. Um, the animation for the running competition was so insane.
Yeah, they had the flex. They had the flex.
They said we're not fighting this episode, but don't mean you're not gonna see nothing.
Mm.
And yeah, that was insane. I don't know. I don't. I'm not used to just watching like a girl with like ginormous breasts just dip like that. Mm-mm. Um, I love how in the first game when they're fighting each other, she was like Erica was talking so much cash shit, and then when they started playing, she's like, "Wait, there's more than three buttons." That took me out. Wait, there's like a lot more than three buttons. There's a lot more than just A and B and the directional pad. Hold on. Oh, that was funny. And then the last competition, that was just boiling a can is crazy. I'm sorry. That is so
Yeah,
crazy. Boiling a can is crazy.
I mean it was the apocalypse. So you don't have much choice.
You do have a choice. You can cook properly.
Nah, no
And
choice.
that's not what she was doing. Holy hell. Like when I saw that, I was like, like I audibly gasped. I'm just like, oh, I'm like, oh, you really don't know what you're doing. Um, and then I got a little triggered by Erica attempting to cook rice, just white rice, and failing miserably because it wasn't enough water. I was
Yeah,
like, oof,
crunchy rice.
ugh, I've been, I'm like, I've been there before. Um,
Also, I like the different side we saw to Erica, her laughing hyena. persona.
Yeah, yeah. Where she's not just being an one, she's like really competitive.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, another slice of life episode, but it was fun. It was a good Hina and Erica
Mm.
episode. Um, I feel like next episode they're gonna go a little more plot focused, only because like they had their let's talk about this pair, let's talk about this pair, and I think they're out of pairs.
Mm. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Why'd you ask? I mean, I don't know what else they. I mean, I guess they can go back and be like, here, let's do a Erica and Ayame episode or something like
Well,
that.
look forward to episode 6.
Okay. Oh right, you already watched it.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
why
it this
you're
morning.
saying that. Right. Okay, I guess I will.
Yep.
So with that being said, we're done with our weekly review and we're done with this week's episode. Oni, please take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of the Waifu podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you catch it every week as it goes up. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even join us for our weekly live watches, where we're going to be watching Solo Leveling and the upcoming ReZero, as it is back on air now with our patrons. So if that sounds interesting to you, you know what to do. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Um, Girl, no, my voice is already waning.
All right. Well, on that note, this has been Sobroni, and
Scooby Doo.
we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.